Hey, what's up, nations? I'm Gilly here. You guys can tell by the shirt, I'm wearing my Kingdom Hearts 2 shirt, which is my favorite Kingdom Hearts game of all time. The reason I'm wearing this is because I kind of want to talk about something very important. So, about 2 days ago, I watched the full cutscene movie. Well, I won't say the full. Like I watched a DB Geek. Make sure to check him out. And make sure to check him out on YouTube and also on Twitch. He's a fantastic streamer. He's an amazing content creator. Amazing guy. He cares about his community. He cares about supporting others, and he's just a very down to earth, very sweet guy. And he's currently going through Kingdom Hearts. Well, not currently. Well, he is currently going through his entire journey of Kingdom Hearts, going through trying to find every single secret, every single ending, and everything like that to just to put everything together. So when I was watching one of his videos, when he watched the 6 hour movie made by Damo, 123, I believe is what his name is. I'm sorry if I butchered his name, but aka Damien, who worked on getting the cutscene movie out for us, and he played it since day one. He's been playing it out the entire journey and everything like that. So once it says okay, stop right here if you haven't played Melody Memory or Kingdom Hearts 3, so then please stop right here, which is at 3 hours and 26 minutes. That's where I continued because I played Melody Memory, I played Kingdom Hearts 3, so I decided to watch it on my own at that specific moment. So many things are still yet unanswered, but there's so many things that are explained, which blew my fucking mind. We heard what the Master's plan is doing, which is to get rid of darkness permanently because he suffered the most from it. Okay, he suffered the most from it. He lost friends, comrades, his party members, family even. I don't even know. So he dedicated his entire life to figure out a way to get rid of darkness permanently. So he came up with the plan, which we know of, which was creating, I believe, 7 or 13 vessels that have strong enough willpower or strong enough connection or heart to get possessed by the darkness, but not get fully possessed. Like they're vessels, like they're vessels for darkness, but the darkness can't possess them. So, which is basically what is the plan because the darkness cannot be destroyed without a host or form or a vessel, if you will. So that's why he created the foretellers and the union leaders. And we met the union leaders, which was Ephemir, Scold, Lorium, Ellerina, and Ven, or Ventus, aka Ven. Which, well, he's not really Ven, but this guy right here, this is what Ven looks like. It's not really hard to tell, but this guy right here, this is Roxas, my favorite character of all time. But he has a counterpart, which is Sora, but Roxas is kind of like the same image as Ven. So and apparently we didn't like when people first played Kingdom Hearts, played Union Cross or Cheat or something like that. We was like, oh hey, I'm here and everything like that. But he's not supposed to be there. He's not supposed to be the fifth member. He thought that Ava, who is one of the foretellers, again, sorry, this is gonna be a long video by the way, and also spoilers. But he thought that Ava, which is one of the foretellers, when her role is to gather up the union leader, gather up 5 union leaders, and create the dandelions, which is supposed to be the strongest and the best of the best of the Keyblade leaders. So, but Ven wasn't one of them. It was supposed to be Solitzia, which is Lornium's sister. So, um, I kind of felt sad for. I feel very sad for Ven. So Ven killed, or well, I don't say Ven killed. The darkness that possessed Ven is killed Strelitzia, took the rule book, and then while the darkness, aka Ava, aka the darkness, says follow me. As soon as the darkness went into the light, it was the form of Master Ava, the foreteller, or the wolf foreteller, or something like that. The wolf foreteller. So, but it's supposed to be Solitzia. Lornium was obviously one of the union leaders. Um, along with Solicia, I'm not really sure yet. But Lornium was only one of them. But his entire goal was to find his sister. So, and he basically wanted to know what happened to him because she went missing. No one knows what happened to her. So, then he met Elrine because Elrine is a sister, which makes so much more sense because in Kingdom Hearts 3, they're talking about a girl or they're talking about a mysterious person that they're looking for, that Elrine and, Elrine, aka Lorxine, or Lorium, aka Marluxia, are looking for somebody. They're looking for their a friend slash sister. Elrine's friend is Solicia, and Lorium's sister is Solicia. They're both looking for her. That's their role. That's their absolute mission is to remember what their mission is and go find her wherever or whenever she is. So, there's just so much stuff that happened, man, that blew me away. So there's that. And you guys wondering, wait, how's this all possible? There's these things called light boats. We've seen these things before. In Kingdom Hearts 1, Melody Memory, and I believe Kingdom Hearts 2, we've seen these things before, okay? We've seen these light boats, like capsule things before. If you guys go to the ending of Union Cross and or look up the trailer from my memory, basically what these light boats are is that they are transports, yeah, let's say transporters to time and space, basically. But they promise you don't know when or where you will end up. So, God, there's just so much stuff happening. I'm trying to piece everything together. So, um, uh, but besides Lornium and Elrine, well, Elrine wasn't really a union leader. Um, Ephemir, he is supposed to be the leader, but uh, Brain, he is. I want to talk about him really quick. So, God, this is extremely hard to explain. Again, in Kingdom Hearts, there's time travel, and it's getting really confusing. But try bear with me. Again, there's so many other video YouTubers and content creators who are Kingdom Hearts content creators who explain this way better than me. But I'm basically just saying from my point of view of what I've seen or what I saw. So, Brain, who went into the weird world because right now, after the first this no the second Kibe lore war, where everyone's fighting each other because they wanted power, they wanted to do this and this and this, and the reason why this Keyblade war started is to draw out the darkness. So many lives were lost during this war just to draw out all 13 darknesses. So, which sucks, but it had to be done. It was inevitable. It had to be done, which again does suck. So, but Brain, he transferred Elrine, Ven, and Lordium to the real world. So, and even Brain himself got transported to the real world while Scold, Ephemir, and the player stay behind. Oops. Stay behind. So, stay behind. So, and while Brain was like, okay, you guys need to get back into your pods. Get back in your pods. I'll be sending to a place. I don't know when or where you'll end up. But remember your mission. Remember your goals is to find your sister. So that's what they're running out to do. As for Ven, he got transported to the future of the Keyblade graveyard where someone picked him up. We don't know who. It could have been. It could have been. Who could have been? I was trying. It could have been, Ericus. It could have been Xeanort. It could have been somebody. But besides the points, Brain stayed behind. While the second they got transported away, Lushu, aka the Master and Master's Apprentice, who also had a role, was to stay by and watch, and if anything, something extraordinary or something out of the ordinary happens, take out my Keyblade because my eye, the Master's eye, is embedded into his Keyblade so that he can see into the future. So it's passed on from apprentice to apprentice to apprentice to apprentice. It gets passed on to through apprentices. So just so the master can keep tabs of what's going on, where and when exactly are we, and etc etc. Also, he wants to have a thrill while he's doing what he can, doing what he does. So um anyway, back to Brain. So he Brain and Luciu meet. Um uh, Brain and Luciu meet, and he says, "Oh, so so what happened? Like he's trying to, I'm trying to get my friends out of this data verse, out of this data world. Oh, I'm sorry, but that data world cannot be reformed or something like that, because the data world is meant to capture to cage in the darkness." Um, so Ben was like, "Oh, everything like that." So, but Lushu took, he says, "Sorry, but this is where your story, sorry, but it's unfortunate that your story or something like that, or your mission ends here, from right here." So Lushu killed, or we don't know, or took away his heart, Brain's heart, and basically Lushu took over Brain's body, and that's what we saw at the end credits. At the end credits, but we see him, like when Luciu removes his hood, we see Brain's body. But in the end credits, like in the secret movie, we see Brain in this weird place, which is Scarlet Column previous Scarlet Column, and Brain is just there and it says, "Hey, are you like this mysterious person named Sigurd?" Says, "Hey, are you Brain?" And he's like, "Yes. Here's your hat. You might follow me." So apparently, Luciu had a plan, because when it comes to time travel, you need a memory, a heart, and a vessel, or something like that. A memory, and something like that. You need to have their memory embedded to them in order to keep them alive, or in order to time travel and like that. So Brain is not like, so when in the future where Brain is in Skull Island, which Ephemera, again in the secret movie, Ephemera stayed behind somehow, and Scold, we don't know what happened to Scold. Like, she just went off somewhere. She could have been and teleported into the future. She could have teleported into the past. We don't really know. Obviously, it could have been the future, because in Birth by Sleep, yeah, in Birth by Sleep, where you're playing as Ven, you meet Lee and Isa, aka Sayax and Axel, who will go into the castle where someone is being tortured, and they keep meeting this girl. We don't know who this girl is. That's still the mystery. We don't know who this girl is. It could be, and apparently she's like 13, 15 years old, so it could be Scold or it could be Ava. It's one of those two. It could be Scold. So that's what it's a theory that the girl in Mysterious in the tower in Radiant Garden is Scold or Ava. Then it's one of those two. Um. So anyway, so yeah, Brain is alive. He is fine and well, as we saw in the missing link. He is alive. He's trying to place everything together, like saying like where am I? What are my friends? Everything like that. But he saw a statue of his friend Ephemir. He says, "Oh, you know him?" And he's like, "Yeah, he was my best friend." So, and he passed on his Keyblade too. I forgot what the Keyblade's name was, but he passed on his Keyblade. Brain passed on his Keyblade and also the Book of Prophecies to to um to Ephemir. So again, Skull left, Ephemir stayed behind, and it does say he rebuilt or formed Scala at Kylum all by himself. So like the original Scala at Kylum. No, I'm sorry if I'm losing you guys. Kingdom Hearts is really confusing. Nomura. He's on a different level than us, man. Um. Anyway. Um. So that's basically. So we have three down. No, four down. Again, actually, we got all of them. But what I really want to talk about is the player, which is us. So in the end of Union Cross, we betrayed our friends. We're possessed by the darkness. So we fight our friends. Us the player fights Scold and Ephemir, and we defeat them. And saying, "Well, bear watch as I finish your friend here." And he says, "Don't do it." Ephemir says, "Don't do it." Key beams the player through the heart and gets transported into the cable portal, which is a game central station, which is Wreck-It Ralph. So which is kind of breaking the fourth wall a little bit, because again, they're a game and they're outside of they're in the game world. You know what I mean? So we're basically all the games going just to relax and hang out with other games and everything like that. So it's crazy. So anyway, while we get transported to the cable portal place, aka game central station, but you're inside the cable. We us the players started laughing, saying you find that funny. Like they still think we're actually possessed by the darkness, but we fooled them. So Ephemera closed the portal on his end, and then we, us the player, closed the portal on our end, and the darkness killed us, along with our Charity, which is basically our companion. You know what I mean? Like our Charity is a companion that is with us, and we if we ever need someone to locate or anything like that, we can ask other Charity as other charities, and like basically every single Kiwi wielder has a Charity, including the four tellers and the union leaders all had charities. So anyway, um, our charity and us get killed, go up into the heavens where player the other keyboard wearers get to choose. They could stay and get reincarnated, or get eaten and like fully die. But as you're dying, your charity will eat your heart and thus become dream eaters, which blew my mind. Like in Dream Distance, we first get introduced to dream eaters. So in a way, we're kind of attacking the Keyblade wielders, which is pretty messed up to say. I played Dream of Distance. I loved it. I beat it, and it's actually I say I want to beat it. There was one particular boss that was a massive pain in the ass for me, and I couldn't beat him. It was basically the witch wizard, Heartless or Dream Eater. He was a pain in the ass. It took me 20 times just to beat him. To try to beat him, I couldn't do it. I was like, yeah, I'm done. So, anyways, but I did see cutscene movies and everything like that of A Dream of Distance. So there's that. But it's crazy to believe that Dream Eaters are basically charities, but also Keyblade wielders in a way. You know, they're one and the same because the charities eat the Keyblade wielders' hearts and basically become Dream Eaters just so they can sleep peacefully and stuff like that. Hence the name Dream Eaters. So, but us, the player, decide to get reincarnated, and as the charity says, you have a choice: either become a Dream Eater and sleep, or get reincarnated into another heart. As he as he says another heart, the screen starts to glitch. We see a flash forward. We see a baby Xeanort who gets taken by a mysterious figure into who's grown up to teenage years at Destiny Islands, which is where Xeanort, Sora, Kyrie, and Rico are from. That blew my mind. So, hence we are Xeanort, who is the villain in all the 9 games. Ever since Kingdom Hearts 1. Ever since Kingdom Hearts 1 through Kingdom Hearts 3. He has been the villain. But turns out he was a player, and us, from Union Cross, from the past. But I don't think he has any memories from the past. At least I don't think. But once I saw his hair, once I saw baby Xehanort, once I saw his hair, and I think the mother is Scold. We don't know yet because it looks a lot like her. Like the Xehanort's mom kind of looks a lot like Scold. I don't know, but it just blew my mind because once I saw his hair, I was like, no fucking way, that's Xehanort. Like, it blew me away. I'm telling you, man, Nomura is like a whole different level than us, and it explains and also kind of explains Lorium and Elrine's elements, because aka Loxane and Marluxia, they kind of explain their elements because Marluxia, aka Lorium, gets transported to Snow White in the flower bed because and he has a thing with flowers. He like Lorium always had a thing with flowers, so there's that. And Ellerine, aka Loxine, gets transported to I think Snow White world as well, but we see lightning, which is her element, which is lightning, which is thunder and lightning basically. Then, like I said before, he's in the Keyblade graveyard in the future. Someone picked him up and then brings him into brings him to the land of departure where he's being trained with Aqua and Terra. Dude, dude, I, the missing link is gonna be it has to be well again Dark Road, which is the DLC for Union Cross, isn't even done yet. It's coming out in August, and that's like we don't. I still need to see the cutscene movie of that, but obviously I'm at the way. I might wait till September or October just to see the full cutscene movie or Dark Road, just to see if there's anything else. But Dark Road, the finale of Dark Road is coming out in August, which a lot of people have been waiting for. The reason I'm not playing it is because I'm not really a mobile gamer. I don't play mobile games. I do have games on my phone, but I don't really play them unless on a unless I'm on a plane or something like that. So, it's a lot of people have been saying that this story for Union Cross is fucking amazing, and we just wish that it wasn't on mobile. That's what a lot of people have been saying. It is on PC, but a lot of people would just wish it was on console because that's where it originally started. Was on console. So, um, dude, I'm telling you, man, Nomura is on a whole different level than us. There's still so many unexplained questions. Like who really is the Master Masters? They teased it and yet in Remind and Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind where he's like my name is and then it muted. So we don't know who it is. That's still a mystery. We don't know what's inside the box. Like it's supposed to be something for the darkness. Like we don't know. We still have no idea what's inside the box. The black box or the letter box that Lucio keeps, because Lucio's role was to stand by and watch everything happen, watch everything play out, watch everything go down, everything like that. So that's basically what his role was never to interfere. Um, but yeah, we don't know what's inside the box still. There's been theories. There's been a lot of theories. What's inside the black box? Where is obviously Sora's in Quadron, which we saw in Kingdom Hearts 4, which that reminds me, the Master and Masters said to one of the darknesses because they're searching darknesses, said to one of the darkness saying that I'm about to go to a world where and basically I'm about to go to a world of fiction. And the darkness was like, fiction? Don't you mean the data world? And it's like, no, 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 no. I'm talking about imagination fiction. And the darkness was like, so where is that? Like, tell us, where is that? You are so naive, darkness. Like, I'm not gonna tell you, cause that's what you want me to do, but I'm not gonna do because I'm the master of masters, bitch. I'm too smart for you. So basically, he means quadratum, because we saw a symbol of 1, 2, 3, 4 dots. It was an X, and if you line up the X's, it's a square, which is a four rounded shape, and a four means quadratum. So he ever since I think last year or 2 years ago, he's been Nomura has been teasing quadratum. Like I think we heard the name quadratum before. I don't really know, but that's where we're going for Kingdom Hearts 4, which is quadratum, which is where Strelitzia is. We still have no idea what Yozora is doing. Like we still have no idea what Yozora is doing. Obviously, he's looking for his girl, which we don't know what her name is, but she's been teased multiple times. She was mentioned or we saw her as a star in Melody and Memory, and we also saw her in Kingdom Hearts 3. which at first people were saying it's Strelitzia, but it's not. Which, basic question, how the hell is Strelitzia there? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, how the hell is Strelitzia there with Sora? I hope that gets answered. Dude, I don't know. Like, I'm telling you, man, Nomura is like on a whole different level than us. That's really all I can say. Other than Nomura, you are fucking crazy, my guy. Like he's been teasing versus 13 for a while now. Like that's like cause that's like his baby. That's like his lifelong dream is to get versus 13 out. But ever since Final Fantasy 15 came out, again like Yozora was supposed to be um Noctis. Like Noctis and Sora were originally supposed to meet, but I guess since ever since Final Fantasy 15 came out, it didn't get the credit it deserved or something like that. Had to be backlash, had to be go out, had to be canceled, and everything like that, which Nomura was very deep in about because that's his one goal is to start Final Fantasy versus 13. So Final Fantasy versus the 13 Darknesses, you know. But just because it didn't happen, that's when he created Yozora. That's when Nomura created Yozora to meet Sora. Which you guys don't know what Sora means. It means which means sky, and Yozora means night sky. So, and at the beginning of and again this is spoilers, but in Remind, we see Sora at the once you beat all the data battles, Sora is at it. Well, again the final world is full of light. You know, it's full of light. It's shining out. It's with blue skies. It's with clouds, everything like that. But on your Zora side, once you beat the 13 Darknesses, 13 data battle, yeah, it was Organization 13 data battles. You're in a world where it's night. You see stars. You see stars. It's nighttime and everything like that, which is basically your Zora side. So, dude, like there's still so many things happening, man, that still are still in motion, you know. Again, Dark Road, which is still going on until August. Dark Road, Missing Link, then Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm pretty sure after Missing Link comes out, there's gonna be other Kingdom Hearts games. I'm pretty sure. I don't really know. Again, my guess is when Kingdom Hearts 4 is gonna come out is probably late, like in the winter of 2023, if not mid or like fall 2024. That's my guess. I have no words, man. I just have no words other than Nomura. You're a fucking crazy mad lad, son of a bitch, and we love you for that. Again, like I don't want to. I said this to my friend who's never played Kingdom Hearts. First of all, please keep Kingdom Hearts at least the first or second game, please. Please, just at least give Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 a chance, please. Everyone needs to play this game. It is my favorite video game series of all time. I love the story. I love the characters. I love the music. I love the cinematics. I love everything about this game. About this series, you know. I love everything about the series. You know, it's just so good. Um, like again, I don't want to hear people saying that Kingdom Hearts is a kids game or like that. You know, there's actually a lot of crazy shit and adultery stuff in this game. Not adultery, but like adult stuff in this. You know, adult elements in this. You know, that's just absolutely crazy. When you're a kid, be like again, when I played Kingdom Hearts, I forgot how old I think I was like six or I think it was like five or no, I was like 6 or 7 when I played Kingdom Hearts for the first time back on the PS2. I played Kingdom Hearts 2, not one. I played Kingdom Hearts 2, and the reason I got it is because it had Disney characters in it. It had Disney characters in it. It had Disney worlds in it. That and back then I was such a Disney nerd. I don't not like I love Disney now. I still do. I still love Disney, but back then Disney was amazing. So many movies, so many shows, so many just awesome memories that Disney came out with, and I loved it. So, but obviously Disney's good now, but not as good as back then. So, um, yeah, like again, that's the main reason why I got Kingdom Hearts in the first place. But then as I grew up, we play Kingdom Hearts, we playing the Kingdom Hearts series. I'd be like, oh my god, this has a lot more meaning and stuff into this, which is insane. I don't want to hear anything saying that oh Nomura he's a bad like he's. I don't want to hear shit about Nomura. If I hear one bad thing about how bad Nomura is when it comes to directing and everything like that, we're fighting because this man is working on so many games for us: Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, The World That Ends with You, and so many others. And he's trying to piece Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy together, like officially together. Oh my god, dude. Also, Ven is with his charity, but the problem is he doesn't. How does that not work? How does Ven not remember the past unless someone took his memories? I don't know, man. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know why Ven doesn't. I don't know why Ven. Well, for Militia and AKA Lornium and Larxene, AKA Elrine, I can understand why they may not remember the past because they're nobodies. They're not their somebodies, which is their original, but it's their nobodies. So obviously they might not remember, or maybe they do. So, but it's still their mission, still their goal to find their friend slash sister. Like again, Elrine's friend, Malicious sister, or Olorium's sister. Um, again, but why doesn't unless Ericus did something? Could be like unless Ericus took his memories as well. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Oh my god, dude. I guess again, I'm not gonna play Union Cross. I'm actually might play Missing Link. I'm not really sure yet. Um, again, I'm not really a mobile gamer, so I'll think about it. But Dark World is almost upon us, guys. The finale of Dark World is almost upon us, and then Missing Link comes out, and then Kingdom Hearts 4, which I can't wait. Again, please give Kingdom Hearts a chance. Nomura, you're an absolute fucking mad lad. You're absolutely amazing. You really make us think. Like guys, when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, you really had to think about this, which is why I love Kingdom Hearts. Also, is that really you really have to put the pieces. It doesn't show you, it doesn't tell you. Well, it does tell you, but it's your number one job when it comes to playing Kingdom Hearts is your job to put the pieces together. Okay, so that's why I love Kingdom Hearts so much because it gets guessing. Makes your brain work, and I love it. Again, Nomura, thank you so much. I know there's 1,000% chance you will ever see this, but you'll never see this. But I just want to say this, Nomura, you're an amazing person. Just thank you so much for the amount of time, for the amount of work, for the amount of you really putting your brain into this game. And I just want to say thank you for that. Thank you so much for giving us Kingdom Hearts. Obviously, I know you're not the person. Like, originally, I believe it was an executive, like Square Enix executive and a Disney executive who met up in an elevator, and it says, "Hi, I'm this person. Hi, I'm this person. Hey, we should make a game together. Sure. Who do you think we should get? Hey, let's get Nomura. He's a great guy. Sure, why not? And let's see what happens." And it blew out of the water. again, I don't think it was no more and a Disney and another Disney employee or a Disney high person in Japan who met up in the elevator. I believe it was a Square Enix executive and somebody else, and a Disney executive or a very high person at Disney who met up in an elevator. Says, "Hey, I'm this person. I'm this person. Let's create a game together." Hence, we got Kingdom Hearts. And I'm so happy it happened. I'm so happy. I'm so fucking glad that it happened. Because again, this is my childhood. Kingdom Hearts is my childhood when it comes to the Disney characters. But again, it's my favorite video game of all time. It's my favorite video game series of all time. Yeah, so guys, I'm gonna get going. Thank you guys so much for listening. I do apologize for the lack of videos. I really am sorry. I just been under the funk really, but I just had to make this video. I just absolutely had to make this video. So again, do apologize, guys. But again, I am streaming a lot on Twitch. If you guys want to at least if you guys want to at least see me do something, I might be on Twitch tonight. I'm not really sure yet, but thank you guys for watching. But do appreciate. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in a brand new one. Later.